What is your wow for retirement? WOW, without worries. You know, we're all different. We're all going to find something that makes us passionate and gives us excitement for the next chapter of our lives. And in general, I've seen people fall into one of three categories. Let's go for a walk and we'll talk about how you can wow yourself in retirement. Okay, so the first category is, I'm a financial advisor. So the first category is wealth. There are people that having more than enough money gives them comfort, gives them sleep at night factor. And it's super, super important. And, there's no right or wrong on any of these. And so if that's you, if you would feel more comfortable the more money that you have. And I'd say that's probably over half of the people in retirement. There's nothing wrong with that. Then you really need to think about what's the end goal? How many years do you have until retirement? And how do you get to that point, right? And how you get to that point is you got to have a plan. You have to be thinking through, how much do I need to save? What kind of returns do I need? What are the trade-offs involved in having a riskier portfolio, a more volatile portfolio that in theory over time should do better? It's going to be a bumpier ride. It's probably going to be a scarier ride. But in general, it's, over a decade, over an investment cycle, should do better than a portfolio that is designed for sleep at night factor. So understanding what your goals are and what it's going to take to achieve those goals, and then just thinking through what the trade-offs are of that, right? Let's say, just for wild numbers, the without worry is $2 million for you. And maybe you're close to $1 million now and you're 50. What are you trading off to get that without worry? And for a lot of people, it makes sense. They look at that and say, yes, it's definitely, I like my job. I'm going to continue to work. I'm going to continue to save. I'm going to continue to invest in order to achieve that without worry for myself. So that's one. The second main category that I see is people that it's health. Really optimizing on health and saying, what, work can be stressful. And we've been doing it for a long time. And it may not feel that stressful for us, but not only is it likely stressful, right? We've been doing it, we're good at it, so we probably don't feel it, but it's this weight that's weighing down on our shoulders. And a lot of retirees report after they retire, they feel this lightness in their step, this lifting of the pressure, and only in hindsight can they see that pressure. So I've used the analogy before. It's the frog in boiling water where, if you put a frog in boiling water, it's going to say, wow, this water is really hot. I'm going to hop out right away. But if you turn up the water slowly, the frog gets used to that temperature and doesn't jump out. And I think a lot of us are that way. So not only can our jobs be stressful, but they also take time. And that's time that makes it harder to work out. For instance, I've shared with you in the past, I like to work out 5, 6, 7 days a week. Well, today was a long day. I didn't get a chance to do that. So today I missed a workout, and that's okay. If I work out 4 or 5 days a week, that's good enough. I'm going to stay healthy. But if that was happening regularly, then I'd have to look and say, do I really have time to do everything? So the first one was wealth. The second one is health. And the third one, and actually I fibbed, there's going to be a bonus. So stick around if you're enjoying this video. Give me a like. It helps the YouTube algorithm find other folks. And actually, just really quickly, the best thing you can do to help my channel is watch another video. It turns out I just saw something on YouTube that watching multiple videos is what helps the creator out the best. So think about doing that for me. But let's keep going. The third one is relationships. In optimizing on relationships. Maybe you've got some adult children that you want to spend more time with. Maybe you have an elderly parent that, it's been pulling on your consciousness that, you really wish you could spend more time with an elderly parent, or grandkids. Maybe, you'd love to really get as involved with your grandkids as possible. My aunt in Cleveland, Ohio, helped my sister and her husband, now her ex-husband, but my aunt helped my sister raise her kids when her kids were young. You know, my sister was working. She had to go to work every day, and so my aunt would come over. And my aunt has a very special relationship with her nephews that are now turning 30 years old. Some of you saw my YouTube videos from New York City. I was visiting my nephews out there. So, you know, for some people, it's the relationships is what gives them the wow, the passion in retirement, and the without worry. So I'm going to share with you, you know, for me, it's really 4 different things that is what's going to drive me in retirement and hopefully give me my passion and keep me excited to get up in the day. And really, I break it into 4 different categories. And the first one is I'm a lifelong learner. So learning is going to be one of the things that gives me wow in retirement. And there it's, you know, the worry there is just that, you know, I become irrelevant, right? I'm a lifelong learner, so I'm breaking it into fourths of my time. A fourth of my time, I want to be, you know, challenging myself intellectually and continuously learning. A fourth of my time, I want to be giving back. I want to be teaching. And this YouTube channel is a big part of that, is giving back and teaching and sharing the information that I've spent my life doing. And I've benefited from other people that share the information that they've spent their life becoming experts on. Long before I had a YouTube channel, I was a big consumer of YouTube videos. And I always thought it was amazing. You know, I get all this great information and it's free. It's wonderful. So I hope in some small way I'm playing that role in your lives. So a fourth of my time learning, a fourth of my time teaching, and then a fourth of my time really just taking care of my health, staying as healthy as I can, taking the time to cook properly, to eat properly, to go grocery shopping, buy the right foods, take the time to work out. And on my list for 2023, you can hold me to this at the end of the year, I'm hoping to start meditating. I've heard a number of people say that meditating, even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes, and I understand that can be a lot of time when you're meditating, but that's on my plate, is just these things to keep me as healthy as I can. And then the last category for me, and it's not in rank of priorities, is relationships. Just having time with my adult daughters, having time with my wife, having time with my friends, having time to make new friends, having time to pursue the relationships that, frankly, you know, YouTube's opened up the door for me. Some folks have reached out that, you know, I've always admired. And it's kind of cool to have that new door and new relationship open up. So I hope this video has been helpful. If it has been, I know you're going to like this video up here that talks about the average income for retirees, and this video down here that talks about 5 reasons to retire as soon as you can. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.